Hi Year 9. This quick video is is about translation into Spanish using the preterite tense. Now this is something that you probably found quite difficult because you've had to teach yourselves at home. So I wanted to do a little reminder of what the preterite tense is and what it looks like, and then we'll do some translation into Spanish. So the preterite tense is a tense to say what we did in the past. So I ate, she spoke, we jumped, they studied, my mum went. All of those are in the preterite tense. It's a quick action or a finished action that happened once in the past. Okay, there is another video on the preterite tense formation to help you clarify that if you're uncertain at all. So for this, we take off our AR or our ER-IR and we put a different letter in its place. So our AR endings for I did something is E with an accent. You singular is aste. He or she, O with an accent. The accent's very important. For we, it's amos. You plural, astéis. And they, aron. So the endings look a little bit random at the moment, but there is some similarity between AR, ER and IR. So for ER, IR, we don't have E with an accent, but instead we have I with an accent. Instead of aste, we have iste. Instead of O, we have io. Again, with the accent stays on the O there. Instead of amos, we have imos. Instead of astes, we have istes. Instead of aron, we have ieron. Okay, so as I said, quite difficult to remember, but you need to try and get those into your head so that you're able to use those to try and get your grade 4. Now, if you're wondering where this task is, this is week 4's work from term 5, home learning. We're looking at task number 2, and we're going to go on also to do task number 3. Now, these endings are also in your tenses booklet if you need those. So, looking at task number 3 then. For my birthday, I went to a restaurant with my family. So we're going to break that sentence into sections because that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so we've got some little sections there. For my birthday. Para mi cumpleaños. Squiggle on our N. Cumpleaños is a word that they often put into GCSE to make sure that you remember it. I went. Now, ir is an irregular verb, so it doesn't come directly from this table. This is a verb that you will just need to learn. I went, fui. To a restaurant. Now, normally we would say a un restaurante. Okay, this a is the to, a restaurant, a un restaurante, with, con, my family, mi familia. Now, sometimes people put mis familia. You don't need the S there. In Spanish, it's just one family, it's just singular. Okay, to start, let's break this into sections. I had vegetable soup and bread with butter. So, para empezar, or you could have para comenzar. So that's one way to do it, to start, or in order to start. Another way you could do it if you wanted, I'm just going to put this in a different colour, you could say de entrante. So that's as a starter. That would also be fine in a translation. So I had, we've got our verb tomar and we want to put that into the past tense. So we take off our AR and we look at our AR verbs. I is E with an accent, so tome. Vegetable soup, we need to say, swap that around to say soup of vegetables. Sopa de, soup of verduras, vegetables, and bread, y pan, with, con, butter. This one's a little bit hard to remember the spelling of. Mantequilla. Mantequilla. Okay, para empezar, para comenzar o de entrante, tome sopa de verduras y pan con mantequilla. For the main meal, I ate chicken, rice and salad and I drank orange juice. Okay, quite a few sections there, so we've got a longer sentence. For the main meal, now I'm going to use the structure that I had here. De plato principal. Okay, de plato principal, that was in your PowerPoint that you had on week number 323 earlier on in the term. I ate, so we've got an ER verb here, get rid of that ER, and then we need our correct ending. I ate, it's that first one there, comí, chicken, pollo, rice, arroz, and salad, ensalada, and I drank. Okay, so we've got another ER verb, same as before, get rid of the ER, I with an accent, bebí, zumo de naranja. Okay. Number 4 then, my brother ate. So we've got my brother ate spaghetti with tomatoes and cheese. So all these little sections that we're breaking it down into, we can do those little sections. It's only tinsy bits at a time. My brother we know is mi hermano. Now we want ate. So we've got the verb comer, but we can't have comí because that's I ate. If we're talking about my brother, that's he ate. So we check back to our table. He is an I and O with an accent. So we have com, I, O. My brother ate spaghettis with, con, tomatoes, tomates, and cheese, queso. Okay, so when it's broken down, it is nice and simple. We have got a couple more. My parents drank wine. So my parents drank wine. Nice short sentence. My parents is mis padres. Padre does mean dad. When we use it in the plural, it does just refer to your parents in general. And we need an S here because we've got more than one. My parents drank. So we've got beber. We need to check our grid. And if we're talking about my parents, we're talking about they. And it's an ER verb, so it becomes ieron on the end. So we get rid of that ER verb. And then our ending, ieron, wine, vino. Okay, slightly longer sentence now. For dessert, we had cake. Also, I had ice cream because it is my favourite food. We're going to put as one section. So, for dessert, de postre. Okay, postre is dessert. We had. So we've got the verb tomar. We're going to check our table here. Tomar, we, AR verb, we. It's going to be amos. Cake, pastel. Also, también, I had. So tomar, get rid of that AR. And then I did something for an AR verb, E with an accent. Tomé, ice cream. Helado, because it is my favourite food. So we have to say my food favourite because in Spanish our describing word comes after. Favourite is the word describing the food. So it's my comida, mi comida. And then we can't say favorito because it's a feminine word, favorita. Es mi comida favorita. And our last one, what did you eat for a special meal? Okay, so what, we know first of all we need an upside down question mark because it's Spanish. What is que? Did you eat? Now the word did or do doesn't exist in Spanish, so we just say what you ate for a special meal. Now I don't mind if you use the singular or the plural. So we need to take off our ER to get com, and then we I've got an ER verb here, so it's either going to be comiste or comisteis. I don't mind which of those you have. So what did you eat para a special meal? So we had this vocab in your week 3 work in lesson 1. Una cena especial. Remember, our word special has to come after because it's describing the meal, a meal special. Okay, and that is your translation. So if you break that down into sections and remember your verb endings, then you should be absolutely fine.